Now, Axel had a fantastic career in a short time. He got strapped a rocket, shot to the moon because he had a superpower. And that superpower is selling tickets. Which is why he will forever be Johnny's golden boy. But he's also a bit of an enigma. Now, I was actually talking to one of his fellow trainers and his hero, Mike Boomer, about what separates Axel from the rest of us. Now, this may come as a shock to you, but wrestling fans are a bit weird. Hold on. The only thing weirder than wrestling fans is us. We constantly destroy our bodies. Look, you gotta be a bit weird to be involved in professional wrestling. And the longer you're in the ring, the longer you're like in the business, the weirder you get, clearly. But what separates Axel from the rest of us is that he did the opposite. He came in a little bit weird, plucky young boy, perfect genetics, the bastard. And the longer he was with us, the more normal he got. He realized his true calling, he found his purpose, he got married and became a family man. And what really separated him from the rest of us, as Tony pointed out, or Johnny pointed out earlier, we all have things we do outside of this, like 9 to 5s. But we're never, I work in a call center and I wrestle on the side. No, I'm a professional wrestler that works in a call center. Axel found his purpose being a teacher, like guiding young minds, and he had to do what none of us have been able to do, which is put his passion to the side to follow his true calling. And that is why Axel will forever have my respect. Now, I'll be honest, I've been telling Axel all day I'm going to come up here and tear him a new one. So I surprised him by being super nice. But it has been my absolute honor and privilege to call him an opponent, one of my students, and my friend. So ladies and gentlemen, one more time for Mr. Axel Impact. Roll the video.
to beneath. My compass, my transport.
You guys are amazing. You know, I was looking out, been around, a few years, and some of your faces, particularly a number of you on the front here, I feel like were there at my very first match. Yeah. And I just think you guys are amazing, and really at the end of that, you guys that make this what it is. And it's been such a privilege to have you come and be a part of my journey. And so, you guys are amazing. You know, I actually get a bit nervous up here. Last time I cut a promo, it was at a training night, and Mike Boomer ended up jumping in the middle of the promo and kicked me in the head and broke 6 of my teeth in one kick, right across the face, 6 teeth. So that's why I have a bit of a fear of public speaking. Hey, it's a huge honor to be a part of the Hall of Fame. 2024 is amazing.
So then you're going to make a return next year.
Well, it's surreal to be here among the other inductees here tonight. And if it weren't for you guys doing what you did over the many years that you did it, the blood, the sweat, the tears that all of you guys put in, I wouldn't have been able to live my dream. So I just really want to appreciate each and every one of you guys so much. Look, quick story time, mate. When I was 7 years old, I used to wake up early in the morning, turn on the TV while no one else was awake, and watch WCW.
Yeah!
My favourite wrestlers was Sting and Kevin Nash.
Yes.
I'm so glad that they can both be here tonight. You can put the dots together. Fast forward up to, this is September 2000, I remember watching a triple cage match. Does anybody remember this? Triple cage match, WCW. It was the most exciting thing I'd seen in my life. I thought, wow, this is amazing. I didn't even know this sort of thing existed. It just opened up the whole world. Fast forward 2024, I flick on the TV, WWE Raw. Out comes Randy Orton, the new heavyweight champion. He's joined in the ring with Evolution to celebrate. And then, do you remember what happened? Yeah, all of a sudden, Orton's up on Batista's shoulders, thumbs down. You remember the thumbs down side. Orton gets bashed. I'm like, what is this drama? This is amazing. I was so wrapped up in the drama. Wrestling was amazing, and I was hooked. I was just a wrestling junkie. You know, I'd get home from school. It was Wednesday night for Raw here, and Friday night SmackDown, and watching the wrestling.
AEW these days.
Yeah, right. And so, after a pay-per-view, after a pay-per-view, you jump on the website, WWE.com, scrolling through it, finding out, the day after, who's won matches, all these sorts of things. It's amazing when I found out Edge had cashed in his Money in the Bank and won an elimination match. And look, I was so excited to get this kid. I was just so, I just loved wrestling. Wrestling was so excited, and every day became about wrestling. Have you guys heard of Colossus? Yeah. What do you guys think of Colossus? Well, did you know that Colossus and I actually went to school together? Yeah, we went to school together all the way back in year 2, in up through primary school. And during school, like recess and lunch became our very own WrestleMania. And after school, we'd go from You would get told off all the time, but it's what we love to do. After school, you go from one friend's house, wrestling on the trampoline. Anyone else grow up wrestling on a trampoline? Like, that's just childhood. You can get some furniture delivered or something that would come in a big box. You know, and people would just see, oh, this is a big box that goes in the bin. I said, no, a big box is to be powerbombed through on a trampoline. This is my childhood. I was just so excited. And when I was 16, my dad came home, and he said that he met someone who actually does local pro wrestling. See, up to this point, I didn't know it was really just around the corner from me. And so he met someone that was wrestled for a group called Snake Pit Pro Wrestling. Yeah. That person was Tyler Daniels, by the way. Thank you, Tyler Daniels. Hey, I looked it up online and I was in awe. There it was. Everyone's photos. Snake Pit Wrestling. There was Johnny Ray. There was the man. Oh my, look, these are wrestlers. Rocky Monero, Man Mountain, Ace Wilson, Big Mike back in the day. Big Mike, Zach Sabbath, King K, W Dollars, Sid, Pitbull, a few of these names you mentioned. We've got Michael was on there. Captain Jacob. Oh no. Who remembers Captain Jacob? Cracker Jack. Blue Blood. Luke Hannon. Wolf Dog. Waspman. And many more. I had to find out what's the we organised to come down to the Snake Pit Gym, check it all out for the first time, and that was the first time when I walked in and I saw a wrestling ring right before my eyes, a wrestling ring. It was amazing. It was amazing. I was just in awe. I was stunned. I was just so excited. I instantly knew it was something I wanted to be a part of, so I started training regularly under the great John E. Ray's tutelage. Big Mike Boomer. Learned things like how to move around the ring, how to tuck your chin, how to fall, how to roll, learning some sequences, learning how to loosen up, learning how to tuck your chin, learning how to run ropes, learning how to get hit, learning how to tuck your chin, learning how to slide into the ring, surprisingly difficult, especially when it's got a ring of Velcro around the outside. You really try sliding along the Velcro, and learn how to tuck your chin, and so on. Look, I remember getting super kicked for the first time by Zach Sabbath, and that was really scary. That was really scary. The ref had counted well past 3 before I even knew what was going on after that. He also gave me my first frog splash off the top rope, and I had been told that, you know, if you're unable to avoid the frog splash, then you just have to sort of brace yourself, you know, tense up, and you know, to try to minimize the damage. And I remember kind of coming to as he was falling. I thought, this is too late. I'm going to have to brace myself. And before I could even brace myself, this whole weight of his body just came down and crushed me. I felt like a tube of toothpaste. I felt like all my organs, all the air in my lungs, everything was about to eject. I remember wrestling Ace Wilson. Maybe for the first time, and I revered him. Ace Wilson. Ace Wilson, Snake Pit Heavyweight Champion. Ace Wilson. And he was very cool, very knowledgeable, very level-headed, highly respected, and I felt a lot of pressure standing across the ring from him. Anyway, at some point throughout the match, I was, get a bit of energy, get a bit of hype, and I've gone for a big right hand, and I punched him square in the cheek, like right in the cheek, and he just stopped, and he just looked me dead in the eye. I got the Ace Wilson, dead in the eye, look, 16-year-old Axel Impact, standing toe to